Yo, what it do, man? This is your boy North End Floyd, man, back with an episode. This is EP 138. And you know what I'm saying? I got a few guests with me, man. I know we starting late, you know what I'm saying, but it's a cracking weekend. It's a lit weekend. You got Father's Day coming up, you got Juneteenth coming up. So it's a late start, but we here, man, and it's good to be here because it's been a minute or whatever. And every time we on here, we have dope conversations. So it's good to have another dope conversation with my guest. I got Bear, I got Ken, I got Erica. Man, how y'all doing? What's going on?
Good, bro. Everything good on this end, man. Just blessed for see another day, bro. It's all good.
For sure,
Yeah,
same thing.
Hey.
okay, that's it. Man, Erica in and out with the she muting and unmuting and muting and it's all good, man. What y'all got going on this weekend, man? It's a busy weekend.
Bro, I might be at work, man. I don't know. I mean, I hope I'm able to spend
Ah,
time with the family and stuff like that, man. But I'm on call, so we're just gonna play it by ear.
yeah, for sure. Bear, what's good with you? What's going on with you, my brother?
Shoot, man, I'm chilling, dude. I got a rare weekend where I'm just like I'm off for like 5 straight days, dude. So I
Oh
am,
snap.
That's
yeah,
what's
I'm
up.
feeling this. My son's out
Yeah,
of
man.
town though, so we celebrated Father's Day early about a couple of weeks ago. So I'm really just chilling right now, man.
For sure. Anisha, what's up? What's up, my friend? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. We appreciate the love and stuff like that. Erica, what you doing over there?
I'm sitting still now.
She's still. Hey, Kim, what we was talking about, man? Erica, she put a shockwave out there in social media,
I
man.
Oh
did
yeah.
not. I was minding
A
my
week ago, though,
business.
man.
It's summertime.
Dang, I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Whatever,
I
whatever.
seen.
Mm.
I seen a
Talking about
post.
minding my business.
I seen a
Come
post.
on.
I was like, oh. I said, oh, they finna go crazy now. They was
Oh
going.
yeah.
They was already going crazy. They finna go crazy now.
No, it's still a desert. It's dry out there.
What's up with
Oh,
what's
no.
up with what's up with your friend that you've been telling us about? What's up with that guy?
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. Like,
What they say? If you can harm, you can heal.
Oh, Ken, you hear what she said?
Oh, what?
I said, "What's up with her friend?" She said, "Huh?
Oh, I heard her.
Uh,
minding our
European,
business.
the
Yeah, she
Minding
ain't
our
saying nothing.
business.
the
She keeping
European
it discreet. She keeping it
man."
discreet.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
Mhm.
I want to say, man, it's good to have y'all back on the scene. You know what I'm saying? It's been it's been a few weeks or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Stuff happens. I like to be consistent or whatever. Ken, you was ready.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it's this
was
show. I
ready. I
mean,
like that, man. I be liking that.
when you had hit me when we talk, man, anytime we chop it up, bro, I'll be ready to put it out there, man, because I mean it's good
Oh, for sure.
information. And you
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? My thing is shit people need to hear, bro. It's like when we chopping it up, like iron sharpen iron, but when you can give a message to the masses, bro, and it's solid, I like that, bro. When it's some solid content.
Mhm.
Now, if it just was bullshit, I wouldn't even been, eager to get it out there. But when it's solid, oh, I was like,
Oh
bro,
yeah,
we gotta do this.
some good soul food, man. Something that you can just eat and digest on and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Uh-huh.
facts.
and one thing I want to say also too, man, to y'all too, man. Like shout out to y'all for being great fathers, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all are great leaders to y'all sons and stuff like that, man. So I appreciate y'all for what I'm saying, because as far as the stipulations and stuff like that, they like to paint black fathers like like we not there. You know what I'm saying? Now, like we're not involved in our kids' life and stuff like that. And I just want to say that's very wrong. I know, I know tons, several of black fathers out there doing their thing. So I want to salute to y'all too out there.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. Right back at you too.
For
Kudos.
sure, for
Hmm.
sure. So
So
let's
you
go
ain't
ahead and
you ain't
dive
doing
in.
it with. I mean, you're doing it with your son and with your daughter, man. So that's a
Yeah,
fantastic thing, man. We appreciate you.
on everything, man. So what I'm saying, the show is the title is the reason why you're not in a long term relationship, but we're gonna dive into one of the topics, which is what is the key to sustaining a long term relationship. And Ken, man, what do you think is some keys out there to sustaining a long term relationship out there? Because people out there, they getting together 2 months, they breaking up. What's going on? I just seen a topic and they was like talking about, and this I don't want to go off topic with this, but it was a question talking about like what do you call sex on the first date, and a lot of people was like, what I'm saying, like tryouts and all that type of stuff, and they was
Right.
they was down with it, or whatever. And I was just thinking, like, man, that's not really the key to sustaining a long term relationship. Just
Right.
Really though.
y'all talk. But what do you think is the key to sustaining a long term relationship?
I mean, I'm gonna say number one, just be honest with yourself. Know what it is you're looking for. That's off the bat. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's some a person that you know that this not somebody you see a future with, I mean, then it's really not even no point to even try it out. To even,
Mhm.
you know, if it's a person that you see nothing, no connection with, no, she's not for me. I know this ain't the type of woman I would want to marry. So I'm not gonna even risk laying down with her. But I'm gonna also add to that, like I told Floyd this. I said, there's a person that's probably, you have old folks that been married for like 70 plus years. And you always ask them, like, what's the secret? And then you have a person that's been married, shit, they don't even make it 5 years.
Mhm.
And they get a divorce. And you're like, damn, it was love. It had to be love at some point to get you to marry that person.
Mhm.
But what I realized is that the love is probably the same. The main difference is people just ready to quit. And that person that was in it for 70 years, they just didn't quit. Nothing in life is going to be easy. If you ever played sports or did track, that first day, you could tell who was going to be a part of your team because most of them quit after that first day. They
Mhm.
going to throw up.
Mhm.
Everything that they had for that summer, they going to be throwing up because they're not in shape for track.
Mhm.
And then once you get in shape for it, it becomes easier to do the workouts. Same thing with marriage. Once you keep our relationship, once you keep trying and keep at it, it gets easier. But if you can't do the first workout without quitting and, oh, you know what, fuck it, this ain't for me. People just ready to quit too easy nowadays, man. So that's the main thing. The love is always the same. It's just people quitting now. So
Yeah,
that's
I want to say too, like I think like the communication is not it's not there, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people ask the proper questions. I don't think they ask like, what do you want? What do you see yourself? Do you actually want a long term relationship? How do you handle problems if we have one, argument? You know what I'm saying? I think like stuff like that. I think people kind of skip over that. To truly learn somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because the first time when you get in a relationship, I mean, it's the honeymoon period. So I mean, you're not arguing, it's all lovey-dovey, it's all sweet. And then the first time you have an argument, it's like, you know what, F you, F this and all that. And then you then broke up off your first argument, you know what I'm saying? And then it gets toxic because now you're arguing, you're fighting, you're getting back together, you're breaking up again. Now you got this toxic relationship, man. And I just think, as far as like communication and understanding who that person truly is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people sleep on that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they're okay with just having somebody interested in them. So they're foregoing those red flags and that communication, you know what I'm saying, to really understand who that person is.
I
I
agree.
think part of
I
that
agree.
too is I agree with you fully. I think part of that too is people aren't actually honest with themselves as well as, because you say
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be honest with that other person, and that's key, that's dope, that's for sure. But are you honest with yourself? I mean, you say, I mean, like for instance, if somebody tells you, okay, I want uh I want 3 or 4 kids, in the marriage or something like that whenever I get married, and you say, oh yeah, I want that too, but knowing darn well in the back of your mind,
Mm-hmm.
you still contemplating if you want kids in the first place.
Yeah, you just
So
agreeing just
I
gonna
mean,
make you happy.
yeah, exactly. I mean, and you're not being honest with yourself. Not only you're not being honest with them, but you're not being honest with yourself. You're faking the funk, man, and that's not a good move. You're just trying to, like you said, you're just agreeing with them so they can like you. That's not
Mm-hmm.
how you jump into a relationship. You need to be honest with that person, but on top of that, you need to be 100% honest with yourself. Is this what you really want, or is it because the only thing I kind of disagree with you on, Ken, is the fact that you said they're both the same kind of love. I don't think so. I think some of them who come in with the short relationship, it's not the same kind of love because some of it is, the majority of it is superficial. They don't actually get to the depth of that individual to understand that other individual, and even, like I said, understand themselves at the same time. So if the love is superficial, it's not really love, it's more lust than anything.
No, what I meant
Mm-hmm.
by that, let me kind of clear up what I said. Like, basically what I'm saying is
Okay.
love is love. You know what I'm saying? That person that's in it for 70 years, yes, they got 270 by constantly going at it, continues to work on it. So the depth
Mhm.
part that you're talking about, the only way they get to that is they got to keep chipping at it. Now, but
Yeah.
when they first started, like that person that only stopped at 5 years, they would have gotten there had they kept going. So, but I'm saying the
Putting
word
in the
love
work.
is
Yeah.
yeah, love is the same. If I love you, I love you.
Yeah.
There's no difference in the love. I'm saying that person that was at 5 years, the same 5 years that was with that 70, it was the same at that time. They just stopped. The person that stopped at 5, they didn't keep going. The person at 70 kept going. So yes, they're gonna have more layers because they kept going. That's what I was saying.
Erica, what you think?
I mean, I completely get it. I think communication, as you said, is I think that's one of the main factors. But then I think another thing that we have to take into consideration is that we have to be willing to be accountable within ourselves. And then when I say accountable, I mean like in the relationship, you have to be willing to do the work to acknowledge when you know you are contributing in a negative way versus like
Yeah.
trying to help the relationship grow, you know? So
Yeah. That accountability, it's beyond. Yeah, that accountability is to me. I think it all just breaks down into communication. Accountability is part of communication. Listening is part of communication. Change behavior is part of communication, because if somebody comes at you and tells you, hey, I don't like when this happens, then you got to take yourself accountable for what you did for them to feel that way, or to accept the fact that you're the cause to their effect. And not only do you have to take accountability for that, but you got to put in the change. You're listening to hear them say that, and you have to put in the changed actions to make sure that you don't do this again. Kind of like what you were saying, Ken. You keep, you that could be a 5-year block right there, but you got to break through that wall and chip at that, keep chipping at that, so that you can learn and you can grow and you can keep on going. Next thing you know, you're more in depth than anything before, and that love is a lot deeper and a lot stronger, because you fight through stuff, and that builds a bond. That builds a tighter and stronger bond in your love and in your relationship. Because I mean, it's not even just a spousal relationship. It's any kind of relationship. That could be with family members. That could be with coworkers or classmates or something. So it goes all around.
Yeah, and also I
Right.
think like you gotta check your ego too in relationships. Like when
Yeah.
you're communicating, and you gotta communicate to understand. So the person that you with, they might tell you like, look, man, the way you talk to me, like you're loud. You know what I'm saying? I can't communicate with you, or just certain kind of things, and you gotta check your ego to be like, okay, all right, you right, all right, I can improve on that and stuff like that. So you gotta be willing to take direction and take certain saying criticisms and in your relationship to help, what I'm saying, the relationship grow and help y'all be healthy and all those type of things. You can't just somebody tell you something. I mean, your partner tell you something, you be like, whatever. You're not listening to them
Yeah.
or whatever. You're not understanding them. You're not trying, we always talk about love language and all that type of stuff. Well, I mean, it's a certain kind of way that you can speak to your partner where, where they won't shut down, because you could speak to them and they be like, you know what, you're talking loud or you're disagreeing, I'm finna just shut down. You know what I'm saying? And then that makes an unhealthy relationship. So, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just certain things that you know what I'm saying, as far as your ego wise and your pride wise, you got to put your pride to the side. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have a long-term relationship, because sometimes you might not agree with what they're saying, but you need to understand where they're coming from. So
Hey, and another point, like I'm kind of piggyback on what you said. A lot of times people are ready to skip the question or skip the problem. I'm gonna take it to math. If you don't find a way to solve the problem, if you just keep skipping it, you'll never make it in any relationship, because the problem's going to be the same in the next relationship. They're
mhm.
going to
Yep.
be the same. You just have to find a way to solve the problem. Like I said, you keep putting it off to the side. Like, you know what? I don't need to solve this problem. I don't need to learn how to communicate. I don't need to learn how to deal with my anger. I don't need to learn how to do this. And you keep skipping it. You're going to continue to miss it. You got to
Yeah.
learn how to solve that problem, because
and
it's
then
you.
and you also got to also remember the outside influences of our relationships. Like it could be getting advice from people we don't need to get advice from. Like you think you're going to your mother, your homeboys, or anything. Especially like when people joke like women. in our little clique, we'd be like, girl, don't tell us anything about this man that might make us not like him, and you end up staying with him. Because
That happens
every
a lot.
time we see, right,
Yeah, it does.
because every time we see him, I'm gonna see about what you told me. And the thing is, instead of letting like outside people see the finished resort, the not resort results, instead of maybe just taking the time and understanding that relationships do have the up and down, we can't focus on what we currently see. We focus on what they've been through.
Yeah, true. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, somebody might ask you questions like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" You give them all the answer. You give me some tons of information, some vital information, and then the next thing you know, they're back together, or they're doing the same thing that that they were just crying about, and you was just trying to help them with. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you know, like you say, you got to be willing to take advice from the right people and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie. If you're in a relationship, if you're married, or just been in a long-term relationship, I'm not gonna knock your single friends, because you might have single friends out there that might have good advice. But it's good to get advice from people that's in the same situation from you. So if you're married, it's good to get advice from somebody that's married or something like that. You get advice from your
Mhm.
single friend, they might be like, bro, let's go to the club, let's turn up. F all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? She tripping. Nah, we finna go. You know what I'm saying? You can't be
That
getting
ain't
that
gonna
type
do.
of advice. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-mm.
you got to understand the type of advice and the person that the person and the advice that you're getting it from, because some of that stuff can be, they could steer you in the direction and be like, I want my single homeboy back. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
give you that type of information. So I mean, and also as far as a man and a respect, a factor too. I think as far as men, in a relationship, we want respect. You know what I'm saying? Baby, just respect us. You know what I'm saying? We said
Bro.
we didn't talked about this before in a lot of, what I'm saying, podcast episodes, but respect goes a long way, what I'm saying, as far as like making that man happy. Because true honest, I mean, it's other things that make a man happy, but when that woman respects him and acknowledges him as a man, and what I'm saying, as the leader in that relationship, man, that's a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? If you
That's
say
next
something,
level.
and yeah, and she always disagreeing and arguing and stuff like that, man, we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying shut up or listen, but I'm just saying, when we speak, like, at least have like a respect factor for your man to understand his point of view of where he's coming from. So
Yeah.
shout out to Ginger. Uh, what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Deuce, what I'm saying? Uh he got some music out, so y'all go check him out. All right. Y'all just look at the name, go to his page, check out his music. It's dope. Ginger said the power of shut up. I look, Ginger, come on now. I ain't saying the power of shut up, but if a man tells you to be shut up, ain't nobody women finna do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? If you tell your girl shut up, she finna get loud, she finna get crunk. So
Right.
I wouldn't advise that, guys,
I
to
don't
tell her
raise
this.
my voice. I don't get loud. Okay.
You
I
don't get
mean,
loud.
Mm-mm.
nah, come on, E.
Come
You,
on
I
now.
don't. I'll go fix a glass of
you,
wine,
you,
then
you
have
you
to
talk
She
get
like
really
she
that?
loud.
she
Hey,
that
you
Huh?
talk like that to him?
that's a quiet dismissal. That's like, yeah, he's gone. He's
I
dismissed. On to the
yeah,
next.
yeah,
I'm
no.
like, okay, well, ticket punched.
I see. I seen another thing. It was another podcast or whatever, and they was talking about, to get over somebody means to get. I mean, yeah.
Under
If you want,
somebody else.
yeah,
Get
to
under
get under
somebody else.
somebody,
Yeah.
which is totally wrong or whatever,
Yeah.
and
The
because
worst
that's
advice.
yeah, that's the worst advice,
Serious.
because all you're doing is carrying the same problems that you had into the
Baggage
next,
claim.
to the next relationship. You're not properly healing.
But
So
It's
you
but that's why
baggage
we
claim.
hey, but that's why we
Eh,
fucked up. To be honest with you, a lot of
I'm
that
about to say that's how
information.
mistakes happen, yo.
Yeah,
Yep.
no. It ain't how mistakes happened. It's been made already. Like
Well, yeah,
society,
exactly.
that a lot of women have done these things that these podcasts are saying to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Instead of healing, instead of saying, okay, let me do the work on myself, they fucking on your homeboy, they fucking on another dude, and therefore hurt people hurt people. And same thing with guys. I'm not just gonna single out women. Men do the same
I was
thing.
waiting on
So
it.
yeah, men do the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just came out of a bad relationship. The first thing you think you can do is go smash on somebody. And
Mm-hmm.
that's not gonna get you. And that's why I say you got to do the work on yourself, solving that problem. Whatever that problem is, it could be self, it could be some things that you need to work on in yourself. I can tell you one thing I had to work on as a youngest. Somebody asked me a question like, what would you do differently at 24, or did you know at 24 what you know now at 40? I was the same type of person. I just didn't have the patience. At 25, I didn't have
Mm.
the patience to say, okay, well, you know what? We going through some things right now. Let's continue to work on us. Let's get to, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying. At 24, the first thing I was saying is shit, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, you gonna do that? I'm out. I go find me another one. I go find me another woman. And
Mm-hmm.
then now at
Yep.
40, I'm saying, you know what? I realized that I'm gonna run through the same problems with the next woman that I'm facing with you. So let me stick with you and try to work this out. Because even though the name's different, her name may not be Zaisha, her name may be fucking Rebecca. It's gonna be the same problems we're gonna face.
Yep.
So I'm saying at the end of the day, you might as well just learn how to deal with your shit and try to solve it versus trying to go jump to another person thinking it's gonna be different because it's not. I'm not saying
Mm.
every woman the same. I'm not saying it, but I'm saying some of the situations that you run into will be the same. You're gonna
And
have
Yeah, I
issues with
mean,
the
there's
children,
gonna be
finances. Good.
yeah, and like I was gonna say, Ken, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking? What you're saying is like you're not like we're talking about. You're not properly healing, so you're bringing the same problems to that
Mhm.
relationship. And to be honest with you, Ken, what I always say, your resume matters. Your dating resume matters. So you just piling on bodies, and piling on bodies, and then
come
next
on.
thing you know, you be like, hold on, my homeboy messed with you. Hold on,
Right.
my cousin messed with you. You didn't piled on so many bodies, and now a good man who liked you, who was peeping you, and then he's like, damn, I liked her, but damn, she didn't mess with so and so, so and so,
But
so and so, and so and so.
I'm always
Hey,
gonna
Claude, I
say
got a
with
question
all of
though,
this
Erica.
double standard.
Hey, Eric, I got a question. This is for
What?
you since you're a woman on the podcast with us.
Yeah.
If it doesn't matter, just being honest, I'm being devil's advocate. If the number really don't matter, why so many women lie to men when well, I only slept with two guys. I only had two guys. Why tell me the bullshit if it don't matter?
Two
Why
guys.
not? And like men gonna tell you
But
what we
that's
like,
that woman.
hey,
But to me, that's that woman. That's an
no,
insecurity
most
within
I'm saying
herself.
most women they throw that shit out there to you like it matters to you. Well, I've only had sex with like two people. I only had sex
I,
with one person.
I'm
You
gonna
know what I'm
tell
saying?
you, out of my
Yeah.
homegirls, and I got quite a few. We not over here talking about counts to do. We
I
talk
was just
like
I was just
it's
fucking
like
with Floyd. But go ahead.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
because like if you think about it, sex is a natural occurrence in life. Like
It is. Yes.
even on the most primal level. So it's like to be
Primal.
completely realistic. Like if you go and you meet a person, and to say if you met me for the first time, it's like who's gonna? I'm like, don't come look at me as if like I'm a virgin unless I have a PSA on my head or something about it. You know what I mean? So like when we sometimes have these double standards about women, because men, y'all go out there and do y'all whole thing, and then when y'all
Y'all don't
always
care
joke
about
on
body
y'all
count?
tired,
You don't y'all
huh?
women don't care about a man's body count?
Uh, it's not about women. There are some women who don't.
Cause so
There's
what's the
there
name?
are
So many
some who don't.
wanna be
Huh?
me. So many wanna be me says, why does body counts even matter if you're feeling that person? To be honest with you, if you're not feeling that person and you just want to smash, a body count ain't gonna matter.
No, it
Mm-mm.
don't matter.
That's
It
It
don't
ain't
true.
gonna
matter.
No.
matter if you're not feeling if you're not feeling if you just want to smash her,
Yeah.
we got another female on the scene. If you're not feeling you just want to smash, body count ain't gonna matter. But after a while you start feeling her, that I'm not gonna say that question gonna pop up often, but that guy might like her so much
Hold
and
on, y'all.
okay, all
Hey,
right, whatever. But it's gonna matter. It's gonna matter to that guy if you want to put that. He might put the ring on it. He might want to put that ring on the finger, and one day he might be like, "Hold on, let me," you know.
well, I'm gonna put it this way: body count always gonna matter to a man versus a woman. The reason why it matters to a man so much is because we want to feel like what we have is special when we claim it to be ours, and we want you to.
But that
But
body count
hold it,
galore.
Erica. We want you to value
Yeah.
yourself the same. Like I say, this is something y'all set the market value for yourself. We don't. If you take value in yourself, I'm gonna value you. But if you don't give a damn about yourself, then I ain't gonna value you. So if you're not letting every man get in between your legs, I'm gonna think you special. But if
Yeah.
every dude then had you, I'm not gonna think you special. It's that
That's
simple.
facts.
The
That's
market value
facts.
is set based off of you, not off
And
of
then you
us.
also have to think about like
I like
some of
that.
these women out here aren't even really transparent to begin with. Because I mean, and I
Nah.
like I
Good,
think
my
when
brother.
because I just think when people start to focus on like certain aspects, they miss the bigger picture, so to speak. And you're
What's the bigger
right,
picture, Erica?
like, huh? The bigger
What's the
picture
bigger
is that
picture?
especially that when you meet a person and there's a connection between that person,
Mm-hmm.
what they've done in their past, unless it was like a serial killer, I'll say a serial cheater, like something crazy, you know what I mean? That'd be one thing, but some dude would be like, dang, I was really in love with her, but you know, she told me she had like slept with 30 some dudes, and I'm just never gonna get that out of my head. And to
Yeah,
me, and then all this time he been with this woman for years,
she
committed,
might as well
never thought.
lie if she gonna say that.
Yeah,
No,
it's over.
but and then like
It's over.
all of a sudden it's out the
She's
window
lying.
because you done learned about a body count. Like I
Yes.
think we have to mentally evolve as people because again, I
Mm,
do believe in soul ties and stuff like that.
mm.
Like I told you, I don't play around with that. But
Yep.
other than that, we really got to get out of our head sometimes. And this is on all levels because people miss out on blessings when they focus on the little aspects sometimes, which
Yo,
could be related to ignorance.
let me shout
That's
out
true.
Jackie Brown. She's spitting some stuff in the chat.
Mhm.
She's doing a thing. And let me welcome Ginger. What's up,
Hey,
Ginger?
What's
everybody.
up?
What's
What's
good?
up?
What to do?
Ginger, she's very she does a thing. She's very vocal on TikTok. I'll be seeing her do a thing on TikTok or whatever. So I just wanted to bring her in so she can help Erica out because I didn't want it to be like a 3-on-1 thing, you know what I'm saying? So it can bring like another woman's voice up in here and stuff like that. So we just kick back, we just chilling and stuff like that. So Ginger, what's good? What you think about that? What do you think is the key to sustaining a long-term relationship?
To have a long-term relationship, I think that communication. Hey, Sunny. Communication, respect. Understanding your partner, not just being one-sided or being selfish. And sometimes we have to kill our ego. That is going to be the key to a long-term relationship because if you don't kill your ego and you always want to make the other person wrong, you're not going to get nowhere.
No,
Yeah, I can see you with that. You always
because you
want to
got
make
to
the
be
other
right
person
about
wrong.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts though.
When you got to be right
Because
about everything, that's not going to help anything.
right. So if you want to always be right, what is it going to do? How are you going to progress if you always want to be the right person? Like, what are you going to gain from that?
Yeah, for sure.
You in it just to
You
try
know,
to win arguments. You need to join the debate club and get out of a marriage. That's all. That's all that is to
That,
it.
that part.
another topic that was brought to my attention, you know what I'm saying? Inbox, man. Look, if y'all got topics that y'all want us to discuss or whatever, man, just inbox any one of us and we'll definitely bring it to fruition to the podcast and stuff like that. But one of the topics that was brought to me was does posting your mate on Facebook matters? So apparently this has been something that's been happening a lot in different relationships. I seen what's his name? He's a comedian. He posted and I don't know, now that I think that I don't know if they got that off that, but I seen this comedian, he went on vacation. He posted a solo pic on his profile on his page or whatever, on him on vacation. But his girlfriend posted him and her on her page. So a lot of people were questioning why didn't he post her too? And so, I was looking at the comments on that. But shout out to the person that inboxed me that topic and stuff like that. I definitely appreciate you on that. So do y'all think posting your mate on Facebook matters?
No.
No, absolutely not.
Nope.
And here's why. Because if you're strong in your relationship, it's between a relationship is between those two people. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're out there trying to post if you're out there trying to post and you're questioning why your mate is not posting something with you and the other one in it, then that means you're worried about what other people think about y'all. That's it. Right. And you shouldn't be worried about that. The last thing you should be worried about is everybody else. You should be focusing on him or her. That's it. That's it.
I don't know, man. Erica up there looking a little. You up there looking a little.
Got the face. It's like she puzzled. Like
what's up with that? What's
nothing. Sorry, the dog was coming to say hello. I was over here like, hold on, the dog.
Hey, Floyd.
Yeah.
I mean, on this one here, I just feel like one of my friends, man, he gave me this one right here, so I'm gonna drop it on y'all. He said, "An insecure person sees the world through his own insecurities." So I feel like when a person
Yes, sir.
is worried about someone's posting a picture of them on Facebook, like if me and my wife are good in good space, if it's a holiday, her birthday, I'm a poster. But I've seen it work both ways. I've seen a person posting their wife all the time, and they
Hmm.
be cheating on their wife the whole time.
You better
I
say
seen a
that.
person, I
Bro,
seen a person not
I was
post his
just
wife
about
one time,
to.
and he's being faithful to his wife the whole time.
Mhm.
So I
there you
mean, all
go.
of that is illusion. Social media, it puts on a front for people to try to paint a picture that their life is so good, and the
Yeah.
whole
There
time you
you go.
posting pictures, a fake picture of what you want people to think of you and your spouse.
Mhm.
So I mean, your spouse, why you don't post pictures of me, but you take her out, you celebrate her. Who are you really celebrating her for? For the world, or you trying to celebrate her for you and her?
Yeah.
Come
So
on.
There you go, man.
if a person really secure in what they foundation that they building, she's not going to pressure you to post pictures of her. She's not going to pressure you to say, baby, you need to post pictures of me more. Because at the end of the day, you trying to please people. You're not trying to please her,
Mhm.
Mhm.
because pleasing her is treating her right. Pleasing her is doing the right things by her. But
Yeah.
posting a picture, that only brings attention to her. And I
Right.
mean, this is things that I saw. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you post pictures of your wife all the time, you're gonna bring so much attention. People ain't all wishing for you to do good. There's a
Mhm.
lot
That
of people wishing for you to do bad. There's a
Yep.
whole lot of people saying, shit, let me see if I can holler at her. Let me
Mhm.
see if I can holler at him. And I
Mhm.
remember telling you this a while back that we said that there was an attack on married people.
Yeah.
There's attack on
Oh, we,
anybody that's happy.
we
If
Yes.
you
we
happy,
dis-
Hmm.
the
we
devil
Yes.
discussed
coming.
that.
Hmm.
We discussed that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
we never discussed that on here,
Yeah, we
dog.
never discussed it, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, people don't want to see people doing good and being happy. And if
Right.
Exactly.
you post
No.
that image out there, like, oh yeah, we happy. The first time you in a girl inbox, or the first time somebody see you doing something wrong, you better believe they coming for you.
Exactly.
So it's
That's
better to
man.
just move in silence, man.
Yeah.
That's like when
Yeah.
you see people, they always in my views, but they never in my likes. You got
That
like
part.
about a million, you got about a million views, and you got like about maybe 10 likes. It's like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't let social media dictate and run your relationship, man. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
And
Ken said,
I.
man. Like, yeah, I mean, you're doing it for you and her and you or whatever. It's not to put on a show for the people to be like, oh, look, like you said, Ken, they could put on that front and behind scenes they arguing, they fighting, police are being called and stuff like that and stuff like
Yeah.
so. I think the main thing that matters is that, you know what I'm saying, how y'all are, you know what I'm saying, the respect for each other. Because and to be honest with you, if you are involved with a person that is telling you that, like, why you don't post me on social media, you need to ask that person, why does it actually
Why does it
matter to you
matter?
that
Matter.
it's
Right.
getting posted? Like you
Right.
said,
That's a
Ken,
red flag.
I'm taking you out to dinner. We have great communication. Every box is checked. So why do we have to post for social media? What's the bigger issue? You know what I'm
I
saying?
can
And I
tell you
think
something right now, and I'm gonna be transparent with y'all because the unevolved me back then, I was the one. Okay, why you not posting me? Like, but that
Mm.
let me know that I was insecure in my relationship. I was insecure in the fact that I'm not getting what I need from my spouse. So I want you to post me because I want you to show me publicly that you love me. But that wasn't it. And now I understand, like the relationship I'm in now, ain't nobody seen them. Maybe one time.
mhm.
Yeah.
But it don't matter because all it's gonna do is just give people something to talk about.
So let me
Hmm.
ask you,
Mhm.
let me
Yep.
ask you this, Gender. Why did you feel that you needed to be posted on social media back in the, when you was in that space and time?
Because I was lacking the attention from my partner.
Okay.
Mm.
Mm.
And so you wanted the attention from Facebook.
Yes,
She
I
wanted
felt
the
like I needed
acknowledgement.
to see,
She wanted the
huh?
acknowledgement. You wanted the acknowledgement from him on Facebook, on a platform that he's
Yeah.
showing you off
Yeah.
there. This is my woman. And I
Yeah.
mean, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. There's men that go through this too. You know what I'm saying? Man, want their woman to always post them. Why you don't post a picture of me? Why? And like I said, you're not the only one. This is a thing that social media has drove a wedge into relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants that gratification on Facebook, but not the gratification at home. I want my respect at home. I don't give a damn
Exactly.
about on
It all,
Facebook. Respect me
Exactly.
in the
it all
house.
started with
I
that
don't
woman
care what
crush
the world
Wednesday and
say.
man crush Monday.
Yeah,
Because
like
I
I
can
don't.
honestly say we can post all day long. And
Yeah,
like y'all
that was
said
Yeah.
funny.
earlier,
Yeah.
behind the scenes, you ain't happy as you look.
Yeah.
You only giving
Of
them a
course.
facade of what it's supposed to look like. Oh, y'all look so cute. Oh, y'all look good together. Oh, this, but y'all don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors, yeah.
Right.
You know
Definitely.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
like, now I think different now. Can't be touched now. I think different now. Okay.
Thank God. Amen.
Sometimes you got to go through stuff, you know what I'm saying, to grow mentally and just, you know what I'm saying, understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
some people you got to check yourself sometimes and realize, be like, yo, that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship that didn't work. That type of person I
hey,
was.
Floyd, she solved that problem. That's what I'm saying. Like, you figured it out.
Yep.
And a lot of people not taking time to figure it out. Sometimes you may have to erase. Sometimes you might have to ball
Yeah.
that piece of paper up. But the fact of the matter is, figure it out. Don't just say, you know what, I'm gonna let this stump me. I ain't gonna worry about it. Nah, keep going until you figure out what the problem is. I mean, I
You see-
dealt with that with my own shit in my own life. I had to
Mhm.
figure out why I couldn't make it past 5 years. Why
Mhm.
every relationship I get in, I would get stale at 6.
Mhm.
I'll be
But
like,
you
man,
know
I
what,
start
Ken?
fucking up. Yeah.
You know what, Ken? We live in a microwavable society. We want everything right now. We don't have
Yeah.
patience for what's
Yeah.
better and to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we want it right now. If you ain't doing what I want you to do right now, oh, you gotta go.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So
you
now
see,
it's
and I was
becoming
gonna,
problematic.
you see, I was gonna add too, like, from what y'all were saying earlier. Oh shoot, I just lost my train of thought. You know what? Never mind. Let's keep moving.
Why you got your train of thought? You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about something particular, and I was thinking about, like, you know, how we want something, like you just said, how it's microwavable. And I was thinking, like, you know, let's say like a man, you know what I'm saying, he liked this woman or whatever. She didn't like him, she wasn't feeling him. He didn't have everything at the time, you know what I'm saying? But as he grew and as he got older, he ended up getting, like, you know, his own place, house, cars, sustainable job. And later on in life, now that woman is feeling him, you know what I'm saying? Because he got
Mhm.
everything. But at the beginning, you know, you didn't give that man that time, you didn't give him
Mhm.
that patience to
Mhm.
grow, to do
Mhm.
that. But now he's attractive later on in life because he has all these assets and stuff like that. And I think, like, sometimes you have to be patient and you got to understand, like, you know, a person, what their goals is before you just give up on them and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Now, you can be foolish in a way, you know what I'm saying, as
Yeah.
far as that person vision, but it's just something I want to talk about, you know, as far as, like, you know, what she said, as far as like a microwavable society, and you look at a person and you be like, they don't have everything I want, nah, it ain't gonna work, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that person, you know, that he might be grinding for it, he might be, you know, it might take a little longer or whatever.
Right.
So
I mean, because we're expecting a full course meal to be done in the microwave. It don't work that way.
Yeah.
yeah, it don't take 2 years, it don't take 2 years to become a doctor. So let me just tell you like that, you know what I'm saying? It takes some patience, some time, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so I guess everybody agrees, you know what I'm saying, that's posting your
Yeah.
mate on Facebook matters, which it does not. And I
No, it
appreciate that
doesn't.
person who sent that question in or whatever. I hope,
That's a good one.
if you're not watching it now, I hope you watch it later, and I hope that answers your question and stuff like that. But another topic, let's go on into it. This one is about, why do women think they can change a man that has damaged history?
I honestly can't answer this question because I
You
don't think I
what?
could change a man's damaged history. No, how many times on this podcast have I talked about self-work? If I had to do the work for me and nobody came and did it for me, you're gonna have to do it for yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it does,
Hmm.
like, people have to understand that the way that you get that person and who they show you are, and them showing you who they are at this moment, you have to accept them for that and then be okay with that.
Yes.
And that's like why a lot of relationships fail, because when you get into the relationship and you meet this person in this moment, even if it's like, okay, you may think they may not be where you think they should be in their life, so to
Mhm.
speak. When I meet that person, I have to say, today, if I move forward with this, am I okay with what I'm seeing currently? Just like when with these women getting these relationships, like with rappers or all these other things, and they doing all this stuff, they for the media, and then they gonna think, oh, he gonna choose me and settle down. I'm gonna change him. I'm gonna make him commit to me. No,
Mhm.
no, sis. He showed you who you were. He showed you who you were from the beginning.
Mhm.
Yep.
So if you aren't doing it, if I meet you and you're not doing the self work, then I have to be okay with that if I want to pursue. But if I first meet you and I see that and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna let him work on himself, and then we'll see down the line. Now that's one way where it would be okay maybe years later. But if I see that
Mhm.
he's like damaged in this moment, no, I'm not gonna
especially
not
at
gonna
our
take that up for
age,
changing.
my age. If that guy is showing you who he is right now, then that's probably, I mean, showing you these, that's probably who he is.
Yes,
Especially if
because
you in
Period.
your late 30s and 40s, yeah, that's probably who that man is. You
and
gotta.
if he's
Period.
telling you that he is not ready for a relationship, believe him when he say that, because what he is gonna be ready
Yep.
for, and if you keep pushing him, is for him to hurt you, because he done already told you he wasn't ready. So if you put yourself in that situation, you
Best
gonna
be-
end up getting hurt.
and best believe that man gonna tell you, I told you that I wasn't ready for no relationship, but you kept on
Okay.
pursuing
Yep.
whatever. You didn't listen.
You
Okay.
kept on
You know
coming
what I'm saying?
in.
Yep, and shit, that's gonna be his fallback. He'd be like, I told you.
Yep.
You the one who kept on
And he ain't
pursuing the
wrong.
thing. He not wrong. He not
He
wrong
ain't
because you
wrong.
didn't
And she
listen.
not wrong either. I mean, shoe on the other foot. She ain't wrong either. If she fooled around and
Because
told him the same thing, like, hey, I'm not looking for anything right now. And all of a sudden he gets smitten and he just like, I want to do all this. But she's like, no. You need to back up. And then all of a sudden he's all upset and everything like that. Dude, I don't know what you upset for, because she told you from jump.
yeah, I mean, if a person tells you that, and you allow yourself to be put in that position, like, you can only blame yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to be accountable for that.
I'm gonna be honest. I see so many women, they ignore the red flags of somebody with damaged history because that guy probably looks attractive to them. I think when they're attractive, the red flags go out the window.
Go out the
They be
window.
like, man, he fine, but oh yeah, he messed with such and such. Oh, he did that to such and such. But you know what?
But Floyd,
It was
sometimes
her fault.
people, they crave toxicity. Like, they want toxic relationships. They crave
Yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, and we can't
That's
just
true.
use this just for women. Men do the same thing too. We throw
Oh
Yeah,
out
yeah,
yeah.
the
y'all
red
definitely
flags
do it.
too.
Y'all stay
I
busy.
mean, and I
Yeah.
think we do it more than women. I think that
Okay.
there's more toxic women that has the flags, and we ignore that shit because they got a nice booty, they fine, they pretty. We throw the flags out because we looking at just straight physical.
Yeah.
That's what.
So so
Absolute.
as men, we
Absolute.
don't even give a damn about their history. We just see face and body. And we in a situation, next thing you know, we in a fucking relationship. We got kids with these women, and all of a sudden oh man, this
Mhm.
We
motherfucker crazy.
miserable.
Yes.
We miserable.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Yeah.
all we was
Crazy.
at the
That's the
time, all
word.
we wanted
That's the
was
word always use.
Never
yeah.
fall in love
And
with
you
the
and you
outer.
know
You
what I'm
gotta.
over here saying? I'm over here saying thank you for all of you women that want to take time to listen to me and go get all these BBLs and all this other stuff done, and then now they're coming back to natural. We've been over here chilling, waiting the whole time, honey.
Period.
Okay,
So what I was
the
gonna say
whole
is
time. So y'all go
never
get the
fall in love.
BBLs looking like fake bodies.
Never fall in love with the outer appearance of somebody, because looks fade at the end of the day.
Had to
Hey,
drop
you
the
know what?
bomb on
That's a
that one.
bomb. That's a bomb.
Had
For
to-
real. That's a bomb.
She said,
Because
"I'm
I
gonna
ain't
have
going
to
to front,
drop
man.
it."
I love me a natural woman. Give me the natural all day, every day.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir. But yeah, no. But
I said our
like I
season
say,
is upon us. No, I'm joking.
Mm.
that's true. That's true.
Okay.
But that to me, man, I think it's just more men does that than women. Like, I mean, women, is a few women I think that could try to change a man, but most women ain't trying. But men, we think we can change them. We try more than women to try to change.
Mhm.
To women that's
Dude, where
toxic.
that? What? Hold on. What that? Thing turn a hoe to a housewife?
Yeah, that too. But we
But
just try
that
too
was
hard.
that. But I
We
mean,
tr-
but I'm just saying that was that mindset though. We would always be trying to
right.
get that. You see the woman in the streets, we'd be like, "Oh man, I can make her do this. I can make her do that." I mean,
Mhm.
didn't we talk about this before about
What happened?
I can't remember Floyd. We talked about this before about how a woman might be dressing in a particular way, and we attracted to that. But when we get them in a relationship, we want them to start dressing a little bit more modestly,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
we can't,
yeah.
it's like, no, you can't fool around. I mean, this is who she was. I mean, you saw her like this, always wearing short skirts and all like that, always let the cleavage out, always
Yeah.
got the halter chop showing and everything like that. So if she's always been like that, dude, you can't get mad that she's still like that when y'all in a relationship.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
That's
If
correct.
she was,
And
if
that's
she was
that's that red
posting pics,
that's part of the red flags you're talking about, Ken. I mean, that's 100. That's 100
yeah, if
what
she
you're
was
talking
posting
about.
pics and stuff like that, and that's how she got your attention, best believe she
Yeah.
ain't finna stop. You know what I'm saying?
No,
She
Yeah,
like that
exactly.
attention. She
You
not
know
I
what's
finna,
crazy?
she not finna shut down because you liked her.
no.
No.
I had Erica. We was in our group chat, and I had showed you a picture, Floyd, of old girl twerking. I said, when this is the new normal, like everybody want to show off their ass in the see-through little sequence dresses,
It's not
twerking and
it.
shit,
Yes.
showing they.
That's
So I'm
not
saying,
it.
if you can get everything, if you can see everything without even having to, that ain't for me. I think it's
No,
trashy.
it
Bro,
should be a
same.
mystery at some point.
Yeah, it's
Same.
trashy. But now, what make y'all think that y'all going to get a quality man doing that type of shit? Like, you know, if you posting your ass on, I really think I'm about to delete every fucking female that do that shit off my page, because I think it's trashy, man. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
friend,
Every
because that's
time I see,
messing with your algorithms.
I knew
That's
she
why
was
you
gonna
seeing
say that.
crazy
I
stuff.
oh my
I
god,
knew she
I
was
ain't got
gonna say
nothing to
that,
do
man.
with this algorithm
I told
shit,
you
man.
my algorithm is motivational quotes.
I'm gonna say this, y'all, and I gotta go because I'm with family. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go. Okay. Now,
All
like
right.
I said, I met my dude on TikTok. Okay, and
Don't
when
download that app, y'all delete it.
and when him started talking and stuff, he was like, "How you say you want to be a wife, but you ain't moving like a wife?" But when he told me that, I straightened up. I had to get it together, because obviously I'm showing these actions that aren't equivalent to what I want. So, like, if you really want a good man, you gotta be exactly who you know. You gotta attract that, because you gotta get yourself together, straighten up.
Mhm.
I mean,
You know?
I don't knock what he's saying. I think what he's saying is on point. But then also, as that man, he also has to walk that walk too. You can't
Yeah.
just shoot them slugs
Yeah.
out there to you. He got to match
Yeah.
what he's saying.
Oh,
He got to be a
correct.
Yeah.
husband too.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? When you say
Two-way
shit
Yeah.
to that woman, you got to also make sure you walking that walk too as a man to be that husband.
street.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They
See,
got a
that's that.
line.
Yeah.
That's that respect thing right there. Because I mean, she's not gonna. Because I like what you're talking about right there, Ginger. Because it's like, I know you're trying to get out of here, but it's like he wants you to stop. You know, he wants you to change your ways because you need to move like, quote unquote, like a wife. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be one, well, he got to be able to command that respect. You know what I'm saying? He got to be able to deliver and get that respect from you to make you decide that, you know what, he's probably right. Because
Well,
if you don't respect him, you ain't listening to Buddy.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Exactly.
And
Because
then
I'm gonna
there,
say,
and then I'm
when
sorry.
you
Go. What you go? Hey, Scott. What you were saying?
when you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. Until then, you cannot tell me what to do. Okay. So
Facts.
All right, Junior. I'm gonna let you get out here and get with your family. I appreciate you for coming on.
thank you for having me. I'll be
All
back.
Appreciate it.
Right. And what I was about to say is, like, when a man meets a woman, like, I need you to be like a wife. If you don't already see wife qualities in her, don't ask for it to be in her. She should already be demonstrating some of those qualities. You know what I'm saying?
right. That's
And
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
I like that. I like that.
because the
Yeah.
thing is that that's why also a lot of relationships fail. These men say, you know, you're not being like a wife, but you didn't actually pick a wife. You picked something and you wanted
You
to
picked a side
become it.
piece.
That's not
Mm.
her true essence. That's not her core. She's not going to ever be that. Well, I mean, she might get to that point, but if she didn't display those qualities when you first met beforehand, like before you got interested, you wasted your time from the very beginning.
My girl Erica
Absolute.
cooking. Hey, Erica.
Absolute.
I think I
Hey.
smell smoke. You know when they say you
Hey.
smell smoke, there's a fire.
You
Woo!
are so silly.
Stir that pot, girl. There you go.
Hey, I got it.
I like what so many want to be me said. She said, but you got these men that want wife treatment, but not giving the same in return. Yeah, for sure.
I
That's what
agree.
we talking
Girl,
about. Yeah.
remember when they
Erica.
show you who they are, receive it. Don't go run.
Let me add this to Eric. I want to put a gold star on what you said. It deserves a gold star. There is in the Bible, they say a man who marries finds himself a good thing, something like that. It goes something like that. But it's like most people think just because they get married, that verse fits them. A man who finds himself a wife finds a good thing. But she already has to be she already has to be wife ready. Right. So when you find it, it's not like, oh, I'm about to go make her into a wife. She's already had to be wife ready. You know what I'm saying? He's found a wife.
Yes.
Then he found himself a good thing. She was already ready to be a wife. Not, oh, I'm in a club shaking my ass twerking. Oh, I found me a good thing because I married her. That's what most dudes miss. They think because they married I hate to say it, a hoe, a freak, That got me a good one. I found me a good thing. It's in the Bible. They say because I married her, I found me a good thing. But what did you find her at?
No, it's not
She
even
wasn't.
the freak situation.
Yeah, just a regular standard situation.
Yeah.
She got to
Yeah.
be regular to be a wife. You have to find a good thing. She's already has to be wife ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's
Not
just
trying
pretty
to
and
on
fine,
the
and all of
way.
a sudden you just thinking, oh, that's it.
That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, what y'all think about Terry? Terry said he had a question for us, and he
Let's
said,
go.
Yeah, I saw
what's y'all take on these lady nights and these fella nights?
What do you mean?
You mean friends
I
getting out? Yes. Yes.
Go
Yes.
out,
This is
That's what that
go
mean,
out
going
with
out.
yeah, going out like
I
girls'
guess.
night and guys' night, right? Wait, right?
I mean, my thing is you got to be careful who are these friends.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
So if I let my
Well, yeah.
woman go out with friends, they have to model. How can I say this? Like, for instance, me and my friend go out. My best friend, his wife knows who I am. She trusts him with me because we're pretty much alike.
Mhm.
But I couldn't be with a friend that's not kind of moving the same way I'm moving. Because that's
so you're saying if you go out with a whole bunch of single friends,
yes,
you know,
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And they
Yeah.
don't have, like, say for instance, if they didn't show my wife when they come, which they wouldn't even come over to my house, because when you come to my house, it has to be a certain respect that's being given.
Yes.
You know, if you're married or whatever, you can't come to my house with a different woman after different woman, and my wife look at me like, this your friend?
Mhm.
Like, it's a certain
Yeah.
respect that has to be given, because if I go out with you and I'm hanging out with you, she's gonna think that I'm doing what you're doing. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
got to
So
be like-minded people.
yes, like-minded people, bro. Like I say, we cool. Don't think that I'm saying I'm not your friend, but I can't kick it with you because we not doing the same thing. I'm married, you're not. We're not moving on the
Yeah.
same vibration.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
because they're going out. They probably might try to be. They trying to scoop up chicks.
Scoop
what I'm
up
saying?
chicks, and
Yeah,
I look,
exactly.
I'm the wingman, so I might get caught. I might just innocent bystander. I might just get caught up in the action.
Yeah,
Take one for the
Yeah,
home team,
because
Ken.
Hey, best believe
Yeah,
her
'cause
friend
you know
might
how
be
it
up in
go.
there and she recording. She like,
Yes.
Yeah,
your man up in there.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I was about to say. I was just about to say
take
that.
one
I'm
for the
like,
home team.
hey, like my girl want to holler at you. Oh, my wife, homegirl want to holler at you too. I'm like, oh, wait, hold up. I'm just trying to hook my boy up with you. I ain't trying to.
Hey,
and
hey,
then
Bear,
you got
and you
Tim
best
Then
to
they say no, it's
believe.
a package deal situation.
And you best to believe it gets worse when it's women, because they take their secret
Oh
to
yeah,
the
that's what I'm
grave.
saying.
They take their
Yes,
shit
What
to
you
the
what
grave.
you
Look
talking
at Eric.
about?
They take that.
yes.
Hey, they so
Aye.
What
slick. Hey,
secret?
ladies night. Whoo, they take their shit to the grave.
Mhm.
Them
Man,
women
that's
ain't
like
not
whatever
the
happened in
What
Vegas. What happened
secret?
in Vegas, stay
only
in Vegas.
look. The only time you may find out is unless they feud and they get into it. Then that's when shit start to
You
Yeah.
come
are
out.
so
If they
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
But like,
into
hold
some
on, what did
shit,
she just say?
yeah, I'm
What
just
did
being
you just
real with you.
You are so wrong.
Oh yeah, see, look, y'all, when y'all get into it, it's no holds bar. Y'all start letting shit go. But guys, we tend to
Oh
do
yeah,
that
pulling
shit
out all the
anyway.
ammo.
Yeah.
Because the thing is,
Ashley said
I found
live.
out, man, women they fight passive aggressively, man. It's be like low
Hell
key
yeah.
digs every here or there, or they just be sarcastic thought.
Oh
Dudes, we
man,
put it all out there.
they
Dudes put
fight
it all
dirty,
out there.
dog.
Dudes will fight, and it's over.
Yes,
Women,
sir.
Yep.
shoot, they keep
They
things
fight dirty.
buried until it get major. Then when it get major, all of a sudden, boom, stuff came back from 1992. You be like, man, hold up, what happened?
I agree with Terry.
You
That's what I'm saying, Terry. I agree 100% with what Terry just said.
Men can't keep
Men
secrets.
can't do.
Mm-mm.
No, women
No,
can
sir.
keep secrets. But only time if they friendship is on the rocks and somebody hurt somebody, then that shit coming out. She gonna call your husband
It's all
and
over.
expose your ass. It's over then.
It's
I
over.
mean, I know it happens. I know I'm not like that. It's like, okay, whatever. But
Yeah, not it's not for you. It's not for you.
I'm just
Right.
a little.
Shout out to
I'm
Patricia.
like, dang,
She
I
in
can't even
Vegas
really
right now.
argue with that. I can't even say anything on that one.
Yeah, shout out to Patricia. She from Vegas. She in Vegas right now. So what happens in Vegas stays. She say, oh, what happens in Vegas.
Everything's recorded these days.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Yes,
facts.
sir,
That's facts.
That's right.
It's like you said, Barry.
World star hip hop, baby.
Barry, like you said, you might be the wingman, and you just going, or you might introduce, your homeboy to an old girl. You got 6-7 pictures already of her homegirl, then took pictures of it. There, look, I see him talking to this girl right here. And now you got to explain like, babe, no, look, I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? You got to get in that situation because everything is recorded and stuff like that. You wasn't even hollering at her. You just trying to hook them up, but they didn't already took a picture or a video of you talking to them like, babe, I'm just introduced, you know what I'm saying? Now you got to try to wiggle out a box.
Like, babe, this ain't even me. This ain't even me. This is for dude. This is for bro. This ain't even for me.
Hey, Floyd, that shit happened to me real life, bro.
Yeah.
Like real life, like, you know what I'm saying? I tried to hook up somebody with somebody, and then chick wasn't even feeling the dude. He was like my partner. I'm like, hey man, you know, y'all go ahead and go on a date. So he was like, man, come with me. The girl wasn't liking him, and she was liking me, but I ended up getting caught in a crossfire because I was like, I'm in a relationship. You know, that type of shit happens, bro, all the time. So don't let you be married and get in some situation like that to where you're not even trying to do shit, but you get thrown in some shit. So that's why I say from now on, I'll just be like, if we ain't on the same page, you got to have a wife and you got to be married to hang with me. We married people do married shit.
Yeah, so I guess that answers your question right there, Terry. As far as the take on ladies' nights and fellas' nights, I guess it depends on the fellas who you going with, and ladies, I guess it depends on the women you going with. Because to be honest with you, if my wife going out with her friends and they all single, no, they all.
See, usually the fellas. Like the fellas I hang out with, whenever we all like meet up and all like that, we usually link up like maybe once or twice a year if we can do that because all our schedules are just crazy. But whenever we do finally link up, this is how we do. We all go to like one dude's house. Like 80% of us were married at the time or still married or whatever. So it is just like, and everybody's like-minded. We too grown. We like, man, I ain't going to no club. If we drinking at this dude house, and you know, and everybody taking like maybe a couple of sips and calling it a night because we got to drive all the way back home. So I mean, it's like I said, it just depends on the mindset of the group. When the group mindset is the same, it's dope. It's fire. It's all good. You could go do whatever you wanted to do. My son's mom, whenever she wanted to go out, I was like, she was just saying, hey, I'm going out. I'm like, all right, peace. You know, it wasn't no issue because I knew who she was with. I knew the people, and I knew what they was going to get into. They weren't going to get into anything crazy. So, I mean, it was no problem. And vice versa. She knew who I was going with. She knew who I was hanging out with. She knew there wasn't going to be nothing going down crazy. So she was just like, okay, have fun.
For sure.
Don't stay out too late.
All right. So let's go to this one, man.
That's another one. Trust.
Do y'all think it's true you are what you attract?
Yes.
You think so?
And no.
To an extent.
Yeah.
I think to an extent. I don't think it's always true, but I think to an extent.
I think as far as a man, if you got a lot of things going for yourself, you go attract the good and the bad. You go attract the women that's on your level, and you're gonna attract the women that is not on your level, that see you that sees you and be like, oh yes, girl, he got his own thing going, he got his thing going on, and that woman might not have shit. You know what I'm saying? So you go attract the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? If you're carrying yourself at a high level,
you know what, Floyd? With that statement being said, like most of the dudes that be having shit going for themselves, they tend to lean toward the women that ain't got shit going for themselves. Like the woman that got shit of her own, you would think that would be the obvious choice, but the choice would be the one that need the most men. I'm only speaking for most. Want the woman that makes him feel needed, makes him feel like, you know, desirable. The woman that got her own shit, she not making you feel desirable. She's not making you feel needed. She got her own shit.
That is not true.
Eric, I said some. You speaking from a woman's standpoint. I'm speaking from the man. I'm just saying some men want that woman.
Erica, what's up with you today? You kind of passive right now. You
it's
feeling
been
okay
a long
today?
work week. It's been a long work week.
I like it. Ken said something. She was like, okay. She said, okay. Hold on. That ain't
I like it, Floyd. I like it.
Weird going on here.
This ain't Erica, man.
Man, what is you drinking over there?
I'm at my homegirl's house. And
you trying to be respectful?
She trying to be respectful.
Oh, yeah, she's trying to respect the house. She had to. She respected somebody else's house. She ain't at home.
Ken, I didn't like that when you just said, "Okay, Ken." I
love you. Hey, I like it.
That's gonna be the only time because
you remember the last time he was on the show.
Ken gonna take this whenever he can because he already knows he got back scratches.
Yes, bro. Let me have my moment.
The last time y'all was on the show, y'all was empty.
Let me have my moment where Erica just let me go. She didn't stop me.
If there would have been a better confirmation of tonight's show, I would have been at home.
Okay, my bad.
At my desk, ready. But
my apologies. Shout out to Sam Lewis. He didn't shout nobody out but Erica. He say, "Is that Erica?" Yes, Sam Lewis. That is Erica.
I'm in here trying to look at that profile picture. I'm gonna go be
Can I finish my what I was saying, please?
Okay, yeah, my bad.
All I was saying though, to the point that most men that's successful tend to go with the woman that is less successful than them.
Like it'll
be a woman that ain't got her shit together. It'll be a woman that, you know what I'm saying, he working good, he making money, but he's gonna fuck with the woman that's 3, 4, 5 kids, ain't got her shit together, whatever. And it's only because he'll rather say, I'd rather control the situation. He'll rather be able to manipulate and move the way he want to move, because when you in that situation, and I'm just saying, some men, I'm thinking outside the box. Most men tries to control and manipulate. And if you're dealing with a woman that you can kind of move and, you know, well, I'm doing this for you, so you got to do this, then they're going to have control. And men want that control. So the woman that got her own shit, he can't control her. A woman that's on his level, he cannot.
No. Well, here's what. Well, hold on here. I think I know what Ken trying to come at. Look, I think I know where Ken trying to come at. It's not like, I don't think control is the thing. Is really the thing. I think it's more of, it's an easier process to be head of the household. Yes, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's an easier process to be head of the household because you don't have to fool around and step in too hard. You ain't gotta, put your foot down too hard. You just walk in and boom, you're the man. You know what I'm saying? It's automatic because I'm the one who's making 90% of the income in this house. I'm the one who's already got everything straight. My credit good, all this, that, and the other. You're sitting here, you knocking on with 5 kids with 14 baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? So something ain't right going on. So if you want that help, you're gonna make it easy for me because I'm
different baby daddies.
I'm saying that, little man. Hey, shout out to Maury Povich. You know how they do. You know how it is, man. You can go on there. You got like about 16. You can run had 10 different. And you know what? It had 10 different baby chicks.
Yeah. Let me say this real quick. It's the same thing though. The same thing, like when a dude is doing it, he can call the shots, he can move the way he want to move because he's controlling it. Yeah. And then say a woman that got her shit together, guess what she do? Most of them deal with a nigga that ain't got his shit together. And that's not true. That is true. Most of the women deal with bomb stuff niggas. Yeah. And then they ain't got no good man out there because you fucking with a street nigga that then got 4 or 5 different kids and then he put a baby in you. Is it true? Going back to the question, is it true that you are what you attract?
Remember what we were talking about earlier. You up there, women, you out there just twerking it all the time, wearing like maybe 2 inches worth of clothing on your entire body. And you're talking about how come I'm getting nothing but these thugs, these guys who treat me this and treat me that and the other. Well, look what you're doing. I'm about to say, exactly. You're working like one of these girls on a music video and you're attracting nothing. A video vixen, and you attracting nothing but hip hop heads, rappers and all like that. That's what you're attracting. You attracting that thug life mentality. You ain't attracting a husband mentality. It's going right back to the what was her name again? I'm sorry. Ginger. Going back to what Ginger was saying earlier, if you want that wife, she got to be that wife from the beginning, have that wife qualities from the jump. Erica, you've mentioned that too. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that wife qualities from the jump. You got to be able to see that potential in that individual. You can't see that the only thing that you see in her from the jump is, oh dang, she got a booty, she got, she top, she got the face. That's wifey material. That ain't wifey material. Wifey material is the inside, Yeah, I'm saying wifey material is on the
Booty don't make
inside,
a the
man.
booty don't make a wifey
Hey,
material,
Right.
guys.
Nah, man, anybody got a booty shoot.
Y'all being really nice today. Y'all being really nice today. You know that, fellas.
Why?
Wow. Oh, hold on. What happened?
But, Ken, what
Y'all
you
being
trying to say for me to have to come raise my voice in somebody else's house?
No, I'm just saying they really being nice because they're not really being honest right now. I think
What?
most men that got the money, listen, most men that's in position of power with money are using that money just to fuck. Just to fuck girls. And like I say, you always your track. So when any man
Not,
wants something, listen, Erica, just listen. Any
I'm
man wants something
listening.
easy. They want if it's something that they can get easy and just throw a couple of dollars at. Money ain't a problem for them. Money not a problem for you to say, here, baby, here $300, and they ain't got to do no work and they can knock you off.
But
And so the
go ahead, Ken.
women that's out there that's throwing that ass, shaking their ass on Facebook, twerking in the club, a dude that's in the club that got money is gonna probably knock him off. I promise you, he's gonna probably nail him. The thing is,
the mind, it depends on the mindset of a man. You know what I'm saying? If you want more,
I was just about to say
if you want more, then you know what I'm saying, you go want your woman to be like, you know what I'm saying, up
no,
to level
we all know that. We all know that.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man with money, yes, you can easily knock off these women, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, $200-$300, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing
And
to
she gonna be jumping body to body.
Yeah, but when you tired of that, you know what I'm saying, and you want somebody to build with, you know what I'm saying, and you don't want to waste, you know what I'm saying, what you have done and what you have obtained or whatever, and like you said, knocking these type of women off, if you slip up, then bam, there go child support, and now you're pissed off because you didn't got this person pregnant, you know what I'm saying, and she not even valued.
Okay. So
Floyd,
what happened with Zion Williams? He just did that. He just knocked off.
Yeah, Zion.
He just knocked off 2 strippers, and they pregnant for him.
He did.
So,
I don't know if this is a caller or not. Hold on, this might be a spam call. Do we have a caller?
Boy, these pro players.
What's good, man? I got scared for a second. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Jacksonville.
Nah, this comes.
Oh, what's good? What's good, fam? What's good? What you got to say?
So I agree with y'all as far as you are what you attract, but I think it's more so, you know, how mature you are. You know what I mean? Like and your experiences. So if you're emotionally, you got a high emotional IQ, and you've let me get my thoughts together.
Yeah.
You've got some experiences in life, then you're going to be attracted to, you know, beautiful women, or women are going to be attracted to men, but it just depends on, you know, how compatible you are. So I think it's true that, you know, you are what you attract.
Yeah. What do you think about what Ken said, you know what I'm saying, as far as a man having, you know what I'm saying, money and success, and, you know what I'm saying, knocking down, you know, women that are like not on the same par as him, as, you know what I'm saying, same level, or have the same, like, you know what I'm saying, values or whatever, attain the same goals as him. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that happens a lot, or what do you feel about that?
I think as a man get older and he do have a lot of experiences, then he kind of slow down.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be just running at 1,000 miles per hour, but yeah, you know, it's free game. You know what I mean? But then if I think as you get older, you're supposed to look for different qualities in women. So when it come easy like that, you really don't want to, you know, jeopardize your position. Plus, you know, the way things going with this Me Too, and, you know, guys get set up for 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they didn't kind of slow down with it. But yeah, it was a time, and you know, they still doing it. If you got that position, I mean, you get to pick of the list. And women, they know what's going on. They just don't throw it at you. So yeah, it's definitely being done.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, man, fam, I appreciate you calling in, man. You been tying up the chat, man. I ain't gonna lie, I seen you killing the chat, so I'm glad you called in.
Man, I'm just showing love when I can, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Word.
All right.
I agree. No, go ahead.
So I was gonna say, when Ken made when he talked about basically throwing money and hitting women, and getting women that way. If you think about it, when he said like value, it's not even about like a woman being beneath me, but the transaction of it, they're equal. and that's what makes it the situation where he's attracting these kind of women, because even though he's giving them money, they're paying him in another way too, through sex. So they're both the
Yeah.
same person.
Yeah.
I can go with that, Erica. I can agree
And,
with you.
Yeah.
and like I like what Tommy said too, man. When you get older, you want to slow down,
Yeah.
and you start to value
Let's chunk
yourself
it
a little
old.
bit. You start to value yourself a little bit more, because you know what I'm saying, these women that you don't have no respect for, you don't want them coming to your house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not, and you don't want to get caught in no situation. You're definitely not trying to get them pregnant or whatever. So you gonna kind of move a little bit more smarter or whatever and stuff like that. And I think as a man gets older, and like I think he might want to build. I'm not saying everybody want to get married or whatever, but you want a woman that's, you know, that you respect more, that you admire more. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Right.
and that's how you fall in love with somebody, with you respect and you admire them. You know what I'm saying? By just knocking off women that you know you can knock off. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're not finna fall in love with these women. That's gonna bring toxic stuff. This woman might, you know what I'm saying, show up to your crib. She might do all kind of things because you messing with other women and stuff like that. And now you got a fatal attraction type thing. So, you know what I'm saying? When you get older, you gotta be a little bit more wiser, because you know, we seen crazy stuff happen out there like that before,
Hey,
man.
Oh, for sure.
hey, I mean everything that you said is on point, but women, this is just a little nugget for you. Like, for a man to do something different, you got to be something different. Like, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
from his ex or from wherever he was going in his past relationships, he don't want something that looks like that or resembles that. He don't want nothing that moves like that. For him to really say, you know what, I'm about to change, whatever, I'm about to get married, I'm about to slow down, that woman has to move differently than what he had in the past, what he had, you know what I'm saying, in his ex-girlfriend or whatever. And those things right there really put that woman on another level to that man to say, you know what, I'm gonna really take her serious. I'm gonna marry her. If she's doing the same thing that last chick, he gonna be like, well, you know what, I don't want to do nothing for you. He might have sex with you, but he not gonna go to that next level with you. But if you tell him, you know what, we ain't having sex today, you're gonna have to really, really court me first. You're gonna have to take me out on a couple of dinners before we even get to that part. And if you say, you know what, let's go to church with me. If you just change it up on his ass, throw a remix in on his ass, you will get something different from him. But if you're doing the same thing that the last chick did, he just knocked you off and he knocked her off too, it's not gonna give you a different result. You're gonna get the same damn thing he did to the last girl. Gave her some meat and bounced on her ass. But I'm not saying he's not a good man. He just didn't see you being the one to settle down with. And then you'll be wondering why he with old girl. Old girl didn't give him no ass. Old girl made his ass work. Old girl showed him, hey, you know what? If you want what I got, you're gonna have to really show me that you worth it for you to get it. So she made his ass change. And I'm just being honest. Every nigga might not agree with me, but that's just how I see it.
Yeah, and
You know,
and,
it's go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like Tommy Key said, you know what I'm saying, when you could bring to a company function, a yacht party, a wedding or something like that. We all got kind of, it's all certain events out there that you have, and you might want to bring somebody to. You can't bring no female that you knock down or whatever, that you don't have no respect factor for. You're coming out solo by yourself. Now your mom questioning, your grandma saying, hey, you know, when you gonna bring that young lady around, you don't got nobody to bring to none of these functions, man. I think us guys, we all want that certain person that, you know what I'm saying, our family, our friends will look at and be like, yeah, he got him a nice woman. Like, yeah, bro, you did your thing right there. Mentally smart, doing a thing and stuff like that. We all want somebody that we could bring around, family and friends, and they be like, okay, yeah, bro, yeah, she the one. You did your thing or whatever. Not somebody you be like, oh yeah, bro, I seen her in the club twerking. You knocking that down? You know what I'm saying? It's a different respect.
Hey, bro.
Oh yeah, man, my homeboy, he knocked that down too last week, man. That's what it's up, dog.
You got it now.
You want to be able to stick your chest out, and that's why I say that what you're talking about. That resume really does matter for us, because we want to be able to feel like what we have, not too many people had. If we walk around,
but you wanted to be everybody else's,
huh?
You said not too many people have had, but you wanted to be everybody else's. I'm like, when men say, that you haven't been with that many people, but when they've probably had like when they were like the bicycle of the group or the
But that's
of
what I'm
the
saying.
city.
Like for men, that's why I mean, if we're gonna be honest, it is a double standard. It is because most
Yeah.
men are gonna get applaud for what they did on their resume. But if you
Yep.
can get out squeaky clean, if you can get out with no injuries, and what I
Yes.
mean by that, if you ain't
Yes.
get fucked off in the game, if you got away and you could walk away with your hands in the air with no injuries, you didn't get on the injured reserve list.
Mhm.
If you can walk away and with unscarred, you're gonna get celebrated. You might go down in the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. But for women,
Yeah.
But
if
you might
y'all
be asking
get-
for something you
Yeah.
not. But then
no, but
when you
and
when
let
you
me
say it
break
like
it because
that,
I'm using sports analogies, but what I'm trying to say is if a man can get away and
Da-da-da,
get out the game
da-da-da.
without no STDs, no diseases, you know what I'm saying, not too bad of a name, you can be okay. But when a woman gets out there and her name, she don't even have to have no STDs. She just have to have a lot of niggas that she did a lot of things too. He doesn't look at her the same.
Mhm.
She can
Yeah.
look
I'm laughing at Ashley Williams, yo.
Ashley.
if so many men
I was gonna bring Ashley home
when
too.
men hear your name and they say, oh, and look, you don't even the man don't even gotta confirm that he did something with you. It's just the reaction on his face. Oh, you too?
He
He
said,
could,
"Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit. Like
hey,
they you gonna already know that they done did something. You like, oh shit. And he like, think what you talking about? Shit, man. Man.
the
'Cause
double
don't
standard
worry.
is real though.
It's real. And I mean, I hate to say it because I'm not like, I mean, I understand. I want to agree with Erica. Like, hey, you know what? We on the same level. What I do and you do, we both be the hoes. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to think like that. But it don't get viewed like that by the world.
No.
For me, as I got older, I slowed my ass down because I understood that, hey, I didn't want to be that way. I
Yes.
had children. I want the same way I value a woman. I want her to value me that way. Like, you know, Kendrick ain't been with everybody. Kendrick, you know, has been carry himself like a classy man, and that's how I really
all right,
judge my
Free.
woman. You understand?
And let me revert back to what we were saying when I was speaking on at the beginning of the show when that question came up as far as like, what do you call sex on the first date? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was talking about, oh, trying it out and this and that. And like I said, your dating resume matters because, be honest with you, if you having sex on the first date every time, you know
Every
what I'm saying?
date, thank you.
Your name get out there. Look, as double standards, we know it's wrong. But if you've been ran through and then in your 30s you become like somebody successful or lawyer, we still gonna remember that you got ran through. It ain't gonna matter if you change or
Look,
how
I'm
successful
glad
you is.
Ken
We
stepped
still
off
go,
because
we
he'd have been
still
here
go
hollering.
remember how you got ran through. And I'm and
All right.
and that's not right. I'm saying that's
Right.
not right. I understand,
but that's just
cool.
how society works.
But
Exactly.
that's how society works, and that's
Yep.
how men think. Oh, she a judge. Oh, she got her own business. But damn, bro, man, the homies was running through that back in the days. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and even though it's wrong, it happens. We think about
Yep.
that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I mean, that's why I always say I think your body, your relationship, your resume and stuff like that, it's almost as important
Your
as
body
your job.
count.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
as important as your job resume. Not necessarily your body count, but your reputation. You know what I'm saying? That's damn near
Yeah.
more important than your fucking job resume, to be honest with you, dog.
Real
Because
talk.
because if you want that guy, you know, and he go be like, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's cousins or whoever else, be like, who you talking to? You talking to her? You know, you know, South Park, they used to run through in South Park. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what?
You know, well, we from Beaumont too, so you know, Beaumont ain't hard to really do research on.
Yeah.
Hey, for
Beaumont
real,
shows-
exactly, man. That's what I'm saying.
Nah.
Everybody know everybody.
I had to go back.
Yeah, now if you would do better if you're dealing with a person that's out of town. If you're dealing with a person that's from a different state or something like that, you ain't gonna be able to do that much digging. You're gonna have to go off of just your own intellect of, you know what I'm saying, what I think this person is. But when it comes down to somebody in Beaumont, it's so small. Everybody damn near been with everybody, or somebody, you know, somebody that done been with that person. So for a person to, you gonna give them a couple of strikes, but damn it, you better not get more than 3 or 4. You know, 1 or 2. But hey, 1 or 2, I give you. But that goddamn 3, oh hell no, man. I can't. So that's why I say you just gotta be careful. Like I don't really be wanting to know who all a person is slept with. But it comes a point when the shit comes to you, by multiple people, then it gets really kind of tricky.
See, that's
If
I
you
was just
if you
about
ain't
to say
looking for
that's
it,
the thing right there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
usually comes to you. You don't
yeah,
usually
you ain't
Yeah.
ask
looking
that
for
question.
it.
Yeah.
It usually
You'll
comes
just
to you.
be you could be at Buffalo Wild Wings just, saying enjoying the game and like, oh man, I heard you with so and so, dog. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man. Well,
Uh-huh.
and all of a sudden you start hearing stories, you be like, oh, all right. Then next thing you know, you at HEB, saying somebody come to you talking about, hey man, what's going on? Ain't long time no see. Hey, I heard you with so and so, man. Yeah, man. All of a sudden you hear another story. You like, all right, man. Then next thing you know, you at church. You walking out of church, man. Somebody was like, hey, man, congratulations, dog. Saying I heard you with so-and-so, man.
Yeah.
So, and then it's another story. You like, bruh.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Now
you laid it on, hey, Bell, you laid it on thick. That's a lot. I mean,
yeah, now you got
hey, if I heard it
Ran
that many
errands
goddamn
with the
times,
church.
look,
now
That's
you
what I'm
got
saying.
if
Hey,
I
but
heard
that's
that many times,
but that's legit. It
I think I
happens.
got the
though.
wrong one.
So specific.
Yeah, damn. That was
Yeah.
That
really
one
thick, bro.
so
See,
then
right
I
there,
went to
that'll
church.
make you dig and ask those questions right there. Like,
All right, for
damn.
real. You come home. You come home. You be
Hey,
like, hey.
I see why some dudes go crazy, man, because that shit right there drive you crazy.
Man,
You
look at
can't,
your
Exactly.
you can't go nowhere
You look at
without
your
You
hearing
can't go
something
nowhere.
about
you
your
hit it
yeah.
too.
I'm
I
telling you,
can't
man.
take
That's why you
your
got to
ass
get out of
no
Beaumont, dog. You got to
goddamn
get out
way.
of Beaumont, man.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
right.
and see, Erica, now you kind of got a small idea what men go through when they look. They think they got them something that ain't nobody had. They show that picture on social media, and next thing you know, they phone going off. And the
But
Ding,
thing,
ding,
the
ding,
thing,
ding, 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 ding,
even
ding,
for
ding.
women, it's the same.
and let
But
me
it's
tell you,
also, but it is the same for women.
look,
Yes.
look. I'm gonna show you how petty. I'm gonna show you how petty dudes are. I meant to say the nigga word, but I'm gonna show you how petty they is. Some
You
of
just
these
said it.
guys,
You still
they
said it.
probably they didn't fuck her. They probably didn't have sex with the woman. They just saying it. They just saying it so your mind could be fucking with you, like if this shit happen or not. Now you don't know because you know maybe a couple of them was true, but not all of them true. But some dudes just gonna come out the woodworks and just throw their name in the hat. Yeah, I fucked her
Yep.
too. Yeah, oh, nigga,
Yeah.
so now you don't
Yeah.
even want to be with this girl
Probably
no
never
more
even really
because
talked to her.
yeah, he never even talked to her, but he threw his name out there in the hat. He may have
Mhm.
spoke to her one day. They may have maybe went on a little date or something, but guess what? He gonna say he fucked her too. Because
Yep.
everybody else said they fucked her, so
Yep.
I'm gonna say it too.
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
the part of the game that's tricky because now
Yeah.
you trying to weave out what is real and what's fake.
Yep.
Who telling the truth, who ain't telling the truth. And you
Mhm.
don't want to bring that shit back to her. You don't want to ask her, man, such and such told me they fucked you. You don't want to do that. So you just trying to eliminate as much bullshit as you can. And that's
Yep.
why it's important that resume. See, if I know that you quality when I see you, it's a lot of this shit you gonna know. If I know that,
Yeah.
man, I've been in school with this person and shit, she moved a certain way that I liked. You can eliminate some of the bullshit because just like I say, I know you, E. I can eliminate a lot of bullshit that comes your way because I know you. I've been knowing you since you was 14.
Mm.
But other person I can't eliminate because I don't know their ass like that.
Mhm.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, such and such, man, she was doing that behind the building. She was on the school bus. I
Mhm.
can't vouch for that because I
Mhm.
don't know that person like that. So that's all we saying. That's all we saying.
And like y'all said, and like Bear said, most of the time we don't dig and we don't ask those questions. We don't ask for the body counts and nothing like that. It just comes to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once they find out we talking, and females might, and it might be a female that tell you, "Oh, you talking to her? You know she did this. You know she did that. You know what I'm saying?" So hey, let's not just say that guys be willing to say it. Sometimes it be females coming out the woodwork, like, "Oh, you talking to her?
Yep.
You know
Yeah.
she did this. You know that. You know she used to
Yep.
steal.
Mhm.
You know."
We be trying to save the good ones, okay?
You know
You
a credit
know.
bad, all kind of stuff.
Hey, man. Hey, I hope you get to that next one though. That next one is a good one too, man. I don't want to, end the show without getting to that one.
The date one.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was the one. Yeah.
Yes. Could
Oh,
you date someone who your friend messed with in the past? Erica.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Erica, could you date a man who one of your friends messed with in the past? Ooh, she thinking.
I'm gonna
She
say
thinking.
I like that. I like that she's thinking. It requires thought.
in my current group, I couldn't see it because if they were
Okay,
with, I mean, I couldn't see it because like
your current group of friends.
yeah, because a current group of friends and how we are, how honest we are, we would never date that person because the reason why that man didn't make it with them is because that man probably wouldn't have met any of our standards because we all have the same morals and values. You
Mm.
get what I'm saying? Like I
Mm.
don't, I just I couldn't see it because I wouldn't want to date the dude. No,
Yeah,
I couldn't.
Yeah.
like you say, yeah,
I'm
and
trying to. I just yeah no I can't.
like living in Beaumont is pretty small. So I mean, could you date someone who your friend mess with? Man, that's tough.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm
for
saying?
coming from a girl standpoint, and I think you gotta probably give it a timetable, give it a little bit more time, like because if you're talking about right now at this age, is different versus in the 20s and when you was in high school. I think you gotta give it a little bit more
Yeah,
content.
high school is different. Yeah, high
Yeah,
school is
Yeah.
different than
Absolutely.
freshman. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, current friend. Now it depends on how close your friend is, and like we got to
yeah,
define the word friend. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if you like if you know somebody, be like, oh, that's a friend. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
No,
but like
that could
some,
be an associate, not even a
yeah,
friend.
yeah,
You
because
can
Right.
you
Right.
can confuse a friend with a associate and stuff like that. So let's, for instance, like let me say Sam Lewis right here. It's a friend of mine. So um, if somebody dated Sam, see me and Sam like we cool and stuff like that. But if Sam talked to a chick or whatever that if he used to if I'm talking to a female that Sam used to talk to, I'm okay with it because you know what I'm saying, like we friends but we not friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't
yeah.
hang out. You know what I'm saying? We don't do nothing like that. So you got to really define who friend is. Like if it's somebody that's coming over to your house or somebody who you know what I'm saying you
Somebody you
have a
broke bread with.
yeah, you having
right,
conversation.
right,
Yeah,
right.
you text them a lot and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, or
Yeah.
whatever. Now that's kind of different or whatever. That's kind of awkward. It's weird in a way and stuff like that.
That's
But
it.
Definitely.
That's like if that's almost like your brother. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah,
he can you see yourself dating somebody that your brother dated? You know what I'm saying? That your brother brought home. Not just like okay, like when you're in high school, you dated somebody or whatever, what have you. I'm talking about
yeah,
somebody who already introduced to your family, who know your family, who they brought home already, and saying they broke up, and like about a year or two later, maybe even maybe not even that long. All of a sudden, she's showing a little interest in you, and you kind of a little interested in her. Can you see yourself dating that individual? No, and that's how I see some of my personal friends, my
you
closest
got it, my
circle.
brother.
They're like brothers to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Trust me, you got it.
yeah,
No,
I
I'm
can't do
looking for
that,
what
man.
Sam. Trust me, you got it, you got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
You better stay away from my women,
I ain't
Floyd.
taking, I ain't taking no losses, my G.
Hey,
I'm good. You straight. Yeah. Just let me know when you drop that album. That's all I want, man. My boy be singing. He dropping some songs. I'm waiting for him to drop an album or whatever. But
now I'm gonna come at it from
Nice.
a different angle because I like this. This is a great question. Um,
It really is.
Friend. I think the fact that when we define friend, you know what I'm saying, I don't have too many people that I put under that category, friend, because is few. I've learned valuable lessons when it comes to friends. Like in high school, you may have thought you had friends when you only had associates. And then when you
Right.
get to a man, you start to eliminate people that you didn't see as friends. You know what I'm saying? You may have had, a certain love for them when they didn't have that same amount of love for you. So you start to eliminate as you get older. You start to cut
Mhm.
people out of your life that, you know what I'm saying? Because that space is reserved for certain people. And so when you say, could I date someone? If I couldn't see that person doing something to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I got to know without a doubt that person wouldn't do that to me. Like my
Mhm.
brother, my best friend. I know we would never cross paths because, like you say, Bowman is so small. Floyd, you're someone that I throw in that category because, like I said, we grew up together,
mhm.
and there's a certain amount of loyalty that a person has to show me to where we would never cross each other ever. And it's
Yeah,
like what's said, they ain't got to be understood. It could be somebody that just, you know what I'm saying, we don't have to talk every day, but it was a mutual respect. I'm gonna give it back to you. But if you ever tried to fuck me, and try to, do some shit back, man, nigga, you ain't my friend. Don't even expect that
Boy,
loyalty back to. No, I'm just being real
boy.
with you. Don't
Yeah.
ever expect me to give something to you that you didn't give back to me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So that doesn't put you in no friend category. If you ever tried to do me wrong, if you've ever tried to fucking snake me, don't expect loyalty when you didn't show loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say when there's a friend, you got to be careful with that word, because everybody want to say they're your friend, but it's only a few that really become your friend.
Yeah, facts.
You know, so that's why I say. But the answer to me, if you're really my friend, the answer is no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's awkward. Especially if you, I mean, yeah, if y'all still communicating stuff like that, and then it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? You dating somebody who your friend used to, bust up or whatever they can.
And you can't count high school and shit. I don't go there for that.
High school, yeah. A lot of people still living off their high school.
I can't count
man.
that
Look,
shit.
man, y'all people that still living off y'all high school days, y'all reputation, let that go.
Yeah, I can't. Because look, sometimes they got people that be like, "Oh, that was my middle school girlfriend." Nigga, I can't even remember my middle school girlfriends. Like at that time, it wasn't that serious to me. Like only thing that I probably got was a kiss. So for me to try to put claim on some shit like that, I wouldn't even hold my best friend to that. Like, oh nigga, you date my middle school girlfriend. That's just you can't. I don't put too much weight on that. Like once we become men, that's when it starts for me. Once we get 20 and shit like that, that's when shit starts to get real. Yeah. That's when, dating and shit like that. So people still trying to figure out who's who.
Not you dated her in middle school type shit.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think about Sam's? He said, would you date your dead best friend's
No, I told you loyalty. I'm too loyal for that shit.
Yeah.
Loyalty go beyond the grave, man.
Yeah. If you my best friend and I called you my best friend, this shit sounds like that shit old boy did. What's his name?
It's a movie.
No, Sam Cooke and Bobby Womack.
Yeah.
Bobby Womack wooed a man's suit to the fucking funeral. And then he ended up fucking the daughter. So I can't. Crazy. Yeah. You got to look at that documentary. Sam Cooke. And look, Val. I don't even listen. I don't even listen to Bobby Womack music no more. I didn't even know that until I seen the movie.
Like, really, man?
I got Sam Cooke on vinyl.
Yeah, I'm a Sam Cooke. I'm a Sam Cooke fan. But Bobby Womack married Sam Cooke's wife, then end up getting the daughter pregnant because the wife can't. That's how him and the wife got. Yeah, man. So his question kind of gives me that vibe of Sam Cooke, like that. I'm just too loyal of a guy to do that, man. I would never do that.
What in the non series did you
bro? He wooed a man
for real. What kind of true crime series? That's that Beyond Law and Order, man.
I swear to y'all think I'm bullshit.
Yeah, Sam, for real. What's the name of that documentary? I want to know.
It's Sam Cooke. Look at Bobby Womack.
I need to look that up.
Type it up on YouTube.
Look, Bobby Womack was his understudy. He learned from Sam Cooke. And that's the thing. So so he was man. That dude was so crooked, man. He was evil because you called yourself his friend, and when he died, you wore his suit and you took his wife and you fucked his daughter, man.
That's some right there, man.
That's some. But like I said, man, that's some sick shit. But I mean, that's why I said this question is really deep, man, because people still doing that shit today.
That is shady, man.
Yeah,
dude, that made me want to vomit.
yeah, bro, that shit was sick, man. That shit was real sick, bro. And that's why I say, man, loyalty runs deep. And it's not a lot of people that have loyalty these days. And I'm a very loyal person. So I think people not caring about that, man. They got people fucking their sisters. They got people fucking, if that was your brother girl, they'll do it. They got people that don't care. They just want to fuck. Oh man, she was a slut anyway. I don't give a damn if she was a slut. I don't give a damn what she is. If my brother did it, I don't want to follow.
Yep.
Man,
that's how I was raised. Don't never. My grandmother always told me, don't never follow behind your brother.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? I've never done that. I've never wanted to do that.
Shoot, brother, family, cousin, I don't matter. It don't matter. That's just not happening.
I'm coming back from the grave to hunt you.
Yeah, and then the thing about it is the people be having the nerve to be mad when they know damn well what they done to you. It's like, how you gonna be mad? Oh, and them be the ones that want to go shoot the dude and kill the person.
Yep.
For what? Like, for what? Why you want to kill?
Then you fool around, You got a triple homicide on your hands now.
Yeah, triple homicide. You mad because you supposed to be my friend. Nigga, you wasn't that man friend when you was fucking that man ex-girlfriend or homegirl. You know what I'm saying? You done the shit to him multiple times.
Facts.
But you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Man, well, look, man, we been at it for an hour, 30 minutes, man. You know, this been a dope show. Ken said it was gonna be a dope show, man. It was a pretty good show, man. I wrote down some nice little some timelines, man. When y'all
I saw the pen, man. I saw the pen was out.
Man, I was writing down, man. So expect those clips to, you know what I'm saying, to pop out, man. But Ken, man, before we get out of here, man, Father's Day is coming up, and I want to know what you and Bear like. What does that day mean to y'all before we get up out of here? So Ken, you go.
Man, that day means everything to me, bro. I mean, all my hard work, everything that I've been doing is for my children, trying to build something, man, to where if something was to ever happen to me, because, you know, tomorrow's not promised, bro. 1 second, 1 minute is not promised. So I'm trying to maximize my 24. I'm trying to get the most out of my day. Tell my children I love them every day, man. My daughters, you know what I'm saying? I don't see her as much, but just love on my children, man. So Father's Day is special because you have the God gives you this opportunity to make an impact on your children. He give you the gift, but it's up to you what you do with that gift. And my gift for my children, I want to make sure that they do the same thing with their children. When people talk about leaving, what's that wealth? What's that word I'm thinking about?
Generational wealth.
I believe that it's not necessarily money that they're talking about. I think generational wealth is planting a seed of good nuggets in your children, depositing, making them good human beings. Like I said, giving them good things to give back to their children. That's generation. People, if all you got is money, that doesn't make you rich. But if you're rich in spirit and you got good children that's producing other good children, then you got generational wealth. I mean, I don't care about money because I can't take it with me. But my children, when I leave them behind, they can say, man, that boy done good with them children. And then his children can leave on that legacy, keep on pushing and giving them good things. So it means the world to me, man. Father's Day is a great day because, you know, it's not enough of us, you know, doing the right thing.
True that.
You know, mothers, y'all day is celebrated as probably the one or two best holiday in the world. Men, we get ties and draws every year. and look, there's a little section that says Father's Day cards that you got to go look for. But when y'all day come, it's on every fucking aisle. And I'm not saying,
I was about to say, you got a whole aisle.
A whole aisle dedicated to y'all roses and chocolates and strawberries and shit. They don't give a shit but a little section over the Happy Father's Day and some draws over there. So, I mean, I say
maybe
all
some
of
power
that
tools.
and some power. Hey, bro, I was about to take a picture, but my wife would be mad. What I got right here for Father's Day, she'll be mad at me if I show you. But like I said, man, you know, we get shit to do more shit. We get shit to go do some work, go build something. You know what I'm saying? Go barbecue or some shit.
I got you a barbecue pig. Go ahead and barbecue.
Yeah, go on and barbecue for us, baby. They get shit to really just enjoy themselves, man. You know, they get a trip to spa day.
Well, I don't know how to use it, so I'm gonna enjoy it. You just go ahead.
Look at you, that you're not making it no better, goddamn.
I'm just saying. I don't know how to use
I got you a barbecue
but I
pit
got
out
you.
there.
I got you a power drill.
Yeah, I got the charcoal.
There you go.
And the meat. I got the meat and the charcoal already. All you gotta do is light it up right now.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I got you some power tools. In fact, I already charged the battery up for you. By the way, can you hang them shelves in the garage for me?
Oh, baby, I bought you a projector. You be like, a projector? I don't need no damn projector. Yeah, baby, well, I want to watch this movie. I need you to put it.
Hey, look, I even bought you a new step ladder.
Bro, you gotta get all that kind of shit. It ain't really for you. It's for them. It's your day, but it's for them.
So, Bow, what it mean to you, man?
I tell you what, this year's Father's Day was extra special for me, even though it's not here for another couple of days.
All right.
Like I said, my son, he's out of town. We talked about this a little bit earlier. My son, he's out of town. He and his mom went to Washington, D.C. for this little conference that she had, and she wanted to bring him, and he was so excited. So I'm like, yeah, y'all go ahead and go. I mean, that's cool. He's going to be excited about that. He's going to love that. So anyway, so he surprised me whenever I had him the other weekend. He surprised me and he was like, hey, since I'm going to be out of town, I thought I'd go ahead, and he just popped open the bag and it's like, I got you your Father's Day gift already. Now,
Okay, for sure.
what made this extra special for me was the fact that he bought everything out of his own pocket. Everything from his allowance and his report card money, he bought that. So this was the
that's what's
first.
up.
And on top of that, he bought everything like about 2 months in advance. So it's not even, I mean, it's not even about what he bought. Because I mean, he bought me a T-shirt. He bought me a bag of candy, a card, a keychain, and even bought the bag that everything came in, the gift bag, it all came in. So, I mean, it's not even just the fact of what he got me. It's just the fact that he put it in his mind that this was back in March when he bought everything. They put it in his mind that I want to make sure that I get something for my dad in time and before, so that I want to be prepared.
Yeah,
And he had, so he just had the mentality of just making sure that he was prepared, and he put thought into each and everything that he got me, because he explained the reason why he got me every single thing. And I was just like, I was just over the moon about it, because when it comes to Christmas and Valentine's Day and birthdays, I'm like, hey, did you remember to get this for your mom? Did you remember to buy this? Did you remember this is coming up? You got to get this for your grandma. And he forgets about everything. But when it came to me, he was just like, I'm on top of it.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm doing something right, and it just makes me feel good, especially whenever I hear people talking about my son. They always say he's such a good mannerable, he's so respectful, he's really intelligent, and he's doing this and he's doing that. I never hear a bad thing about him, and I know I'm not going to hear a bad thing about him because I know my son. He's a good kid. He really is. Of course, he's a boy, he's a kid, so he's going to do something stupid every now and then, but at the same time, the majority of everything is just like, that's just growth. What he's doing, though, he's so many miles ahead of some of these other hard-headed, knucklehead, snot-nosed children that's running around here. These children that's spoiled, and parents don't know how to be parents around them. Floyd, I commend you, man. Ken, I commend you, because I know I'm not going to hear anything crazy about y'all's kids, because y'all stay in y'all's kids' lives, and I know the type of guys that you guys are. Even though, Ken, I just met you just a few months ago, man, I feel like I've known you for a while, bro. You know what I'm saying? Floyd, I've been on you since 7th grade, bro. So,
for sure.
You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I just know it just feels good whenever I can conversate, including my small group of friends who are all fathers, who I can conversate with these guys, and I know that the type of people that they are, and I know that they're the type of people that their children are because of who they are. So I know that this world is not going to be, this world is going to be in good hands when it's all said and done. And I just feel honored and proud and thankful to God that I can count my son as one of those individuals. And I think my son is going to be a great young man whenever he grows up. And I pray that he just, continues to lead the march, continues to be respectful, continues to show chivalry, and he's just going to be a great man, and I just can't wait to see it.
For sure. Erica. Erica did. Okay, screen went dark. So what does Father's Day mean to you?
Well, she got the plant baby, so.
And the dogs, but your
dad, the dogs,
yeah. Talk about your dad a lot.
She's a daddy's girl.
Yeah, she talk about him a lot.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, like I love my dad and my father. The comedy that we get in both situations. So for me, our family in general, and the way we celebrate holidays, we don't really celebrate them in general. So, and even for Mother's Day, like one year, we got my mom a nice basket, and then we also did it was for his birthday. We got him something. And now that I'm thinking about it, with my dad, he will make us come home to see him, but he didn't make us come home to see him this year because the situation back in New Orleans was not that long ago. But like with my father, it's very interesting because our history, we didn't really kind of reconnect until last May.
Okay.
So now it's like, this Father's Day will be like happy Father's Day, but I don't know. It doesn't.
You're still
really
healing.
me.
You still
No,
healing.
it's no, like I've healed, but like the day to me is just like another day.
Like
But
another
I'll
day.
honor
Mhm.
it for my homeboys. I make it a point to tell them, happy Father's Day. And it's just knowing that all of my homeboys that I'm so close with are all great fathers. All
That's
great
what's
fathers.
up.
I can't say anything bad about now one of them, but the single ones, yeah. But for the most part, I think Father's Day
The
to
single
me
ones.
is just I don't know, it's just another day, but I also think that black men in general don't get enough love. So
All right, that's
Yeah,
what's up. What's up?
that's what's up.
Me personally, I'm gonna say first I'm gonna say happy Father's Day to everybody. I want to give a shout out to
mhm.
my dad because he got honored as Father of the Year at his church or whatever. So that was
Yes.
kind of dope. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
nice.
Yeah, seeing him
Touch.
get that award and just seeing his speech and saying just his thoughts about being a being a father and being a man and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
shout out to my dad because he was a great father. He had 5 of us. And I speak about my dad a lot on here. And he had 5 of us or whatever. He did his thing and he set the blueprint for me as far as how to be a man, how to be a husband, and how to take care of your kids and stuff like that. So salute to him. But what Father's Day means to me also, because being a father changed my life. When I had my son, that changed my life. It
Absolutely.
made me think of somebody other than myself. You know what I'm saying? Um, it made me change my mindset as far as like the things I used to do, hanging out in the streets and stuff like that. Um, I rather would hang out with my son. I rather would have my son with me than just go out and hang with my homeboys and stuff like that. It just felt more. I don't know. It just felt good or whatever. So I always tell my son that he changed my life. You know what I'm saying? He put me on a trajectory to to where I am right now. So man, Father's Day is very important, man, because that's special. And I don't need no award. I don't need no day for that. But just knowing that,
Every day is
I'm
Father's
willing
Day.
to, just knowing that I'm willing to sacrifice whatever it may be for them to be happy, you know what I'm saying? That's just, that's all I care about. But yeah, man, shout out to all the fathers out there that's doing their thing, that's grinding, and you know what I'm saying, that's trying to make a better world out there for their kids and stuff like that. So but yeah, man, this right here was episode 138. This was a good episode, man. If y'all missed this, y'all could go back on YouTube and watch it. Y'all could go back on Facebook. Y'all can listen to it, the audio on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff like that. My boy Bear, he got a podcast. Bear, tell him about the podcast before you get out of here.
Just Bear With Me podcast is available on every single streaming service you could think of. And I really appreciate all the listeners that I've got. Shout out to Canada, because I got people listening from Canada, Mexico, and the UK now. So, I mean, that's
Okay.
that was a new feeling right there, man. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, all right, bet that. So, I mean, shout out to everybody who's listening from all over, man. I really appreciate that. It gives me the drive to keep on going and doing and trying to do more and try to bring better things to you guys. So, thank you for listening. Like I said, you can hit me up on Instagram at justbearwithme_podcast or email me at justbearwithmepodcast@gmail.com.
That's what's up, Erica. And you working on something pretty soon too, right?
Mhm. Kind of don't have a choice, but
Yeah, for sure. Hey,
Hey,
man,
bro.
I go ahead, Ken.
Say, bro. I mean, I sure hate we didn't touch on something that we said we were gonna touch on, but we'll
Yeah,
touch on next
we
time.
go touch on them and hit me up, man. We gonna talk about it or whatever.
Yeah.
We go pin this. We gonna make sure we talk about it.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't necessarily know what you're talking about, but I don't want to say it because I don't want people to know yet.
You know, yeah, I got you, bro.
So I hit you behind the scenes and see.
Real quick. Speaking of next episode, I cannot wait for the next episode. There's going to be Ken and Erica on, because Erica going to be back at home and she's just going to have to probably.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure she's going to fool around and just be like, "This is making up for lost time." It's going to be so complicated. All I gotta say is, Floyd, number one, don't let your service get cut off again, because remember what happened last time that happened. And number two, please hold back on the alcoholic beverages. because that's when it gets super spicy.
No tequila shots in lime.
No tequila shots. Nah, no tequila shots.
I was like, what is going on? What is in your shot?
Hey, you see why I'm so happy today, bro. Man, bro, like I didn't have to do that. Like me and her, we've been on so many shows, bro. We never really we get into it a lot, but it ain't never been like, okay, Ken, just go ahead, Ken.
Hold on, but at one point,
it was refreshing.
At one point, Erica said something, and Ken just said, "Oh, Erica, let me finish. I was like, dude, she wasn't going to say nothing, man." I said, she's chilling right now. He got spicy. It was PTSD. That's all it was, man.
But man, like I say, man, this was a great show, man. Like if y'all missed it, y'all could just catch up on what I just said. Y'all can watch it back again. Apple Podcasts, blah, 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 Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Facebook, and stuff like that. But man, we gonna end this, man. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and we gonna see y'all again next week, man. All right,
bro.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy. 100.
Later.
Peace, love, and prayers.
All right. So man, look, that was the show, man. That was EP 138. That was a dope show. That was a dope show. It was fun. It was informative. It was serious. We had a caller call in and stuff like that. So like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? That was a dope show, and I appreciate everybody that commented. I appreciate everybody that shared it, liked it, and all that other stuff, man. But we gonna see y'all again next week, man, with another dope episode, EP 139 or whatever, man. So you know, just stay in tune, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna keep coming to you. But until then, man, y'all have a great weekend. Y'all have a great Juneteenth. Y'all have a great Father's Day. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all drink a lot of water because it's hot out there. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I'm going to see y'all later. All right?